We are part of the Fired Up Sports Network of shows. Please check out other Fired Up Sports Network podcasts like the P-Lot Pod, Water Cooler Talk, Bell Smashers, Philly Sports Love and Pain, Drunk on Broad, Beer Battered Sports, and the Fired Up Sports Show, which are available on all major podcasting hosting sites and social media. Also, check out Mark Ramos' Roundup on firedupsports.com, which breaks down the happenings going on with all your favorite local teams.
Eagles are Super Bowl champions.
E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles!
Swinging a miss, struck him out. The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Flyers are going to win the Stanley Cup. The Flyers win the Stanley Cup for the lead. Yes! Iverson, wow, what a fake off Daniels as he broke his ankles and got all the way to the cup.
What up?
Oh, hold on. Joe disappeared. Oh, no, he was hacked. Oh, God. Joe? Joe, who's there?
There? Oh, wait. This is, wait, hold on. I got to get rid of this Joe.
Right.
I got to bring in this Joe. This is alternative Joe.
The dog bumped my phone.
There we go.
But somehow you're logged on.
Just kidding.
Joe,
There's no dog with me tonight.
Joe, we have to ask you some confirmation questions. Is this you?
This is me.
Is this AI generated Joe?
This is my real self.
I am a real person.
I am a real person.
Joe, I need you to click these confirmation boxes only of the motorcycles. Okay.
Oh, shit. I don't know what a motorcycle is.
Oh, welcome to Drunk on Broad, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, we're drunk. We're trying to coach Joe through getting his actual Twitter shit back after getting hacked.
Are we allowed to still call it Twitter?
Go follow
Yes.
Real Joe.
That's me.
Follow Real
That
Joe.
is me.
Joe. Joe is not a robot.
Buchadelphia 2.0. That's actually me.
That's awesome.
Fabulous.
That's awesome.
I love it. Well, listen, Joe, the only people that had a better week than you were the Birds. I mean, in a week where they didn't play, they probably had their best week of the season.
Yeah.
I would agree.
I mean, you got the Giants losing to the Commanders and looking as normal. You got the Commanders getting absolutely waxed on Sunday night on national television.
The Giants didn't lose to the Commanders, Don.
Or sorry, Giants lost to the 49ers.
Just get
But the
fucked with
Giants
me, and
and
I'm
the
like,
Commanders.
Same thing.
yeah. Same
Same
thing.
thing.
Same
Thing.
team.
Everybody lost. The
Yeah,
the Giants lost to the 49ers, right? The Lions lose to the Vikings at home.
Yeah, what was that?
Packers lose to the Panthers at home.
Yeah.
The Cowboys get absolutely waxed on Monday Night Football.
Jacoby Brissett, baby.
Losing to the Cardinals. And then the Commanders lose to the Seahawks.
Convincingly.
And look really awful.
They look like a good team.
They look old. They look like their old guys are breaking down.
I remember this offseason. I remember having the conversations that we had were kind of centered around the fact that like they're quote unquote going for it with an old roster of like when they're making the trades for Laramie Tunsil and they're bringing in Fat Debo and like
Von Miller.
I mean, you know, they're bringing back Bobby Wagner. They just got old, and they got
Frankie
old real
Luvu
quick.
gets suspended for hip drop tackles. Like, bro, you
third-
can't make
his-
this shit up of like
his
how-
third hip drop of the week.
how
Or
ugly.
third hip drop from the season. It's
Like, how ugly this
And-
NFC East is besides the Eagles.
And what's weird to me is like in your division, you have a team that is legit giving you the blueprint for how to do it. But unless you have the people in place that are willing to do it, you on top of the good week that you have with the rest, you add guys at 3 positions of need, right? You got depth in your secondary. Now listen, Jair Alexander and Michael Carter are not coming in here to save your season.
No.
But they are better options than what you had.
Agreed.
And let's just be honest. Rich, I know you were talking in the chat a little bit about the injury history with Jair Alexander, and that is like absolutely 100% accurate.
He's played
right?
like 9 games in the past 2 years. Like
Right.
that's a
And
worrying
he's
thing.
He's been a healthy scratch in Baltimore for a team that's kind of like they need guys to play, right? But like I need 12 good games out of him. I need 12 or 13 good games, and I need him to be better than the guys that were there.
We need him to be the Darius Slay of last year.
Or close.
Perfect.
I mean,
close enough,
as
right?
Close as he can.
I mean, I do love the fact that everybody was like, I miss Slay. And Slay, I think, is this
Getting
close
cooked
from
in
being
Pittsburgh. Yeah, he's
benched
getting cooked
in Pittsburgh. He's just looks terrible.
Yeah.
You know, the Eagles had a phenomenal week. I mean, the best thing that we saw was, Jalen Phillips, the edge rusher that we needed coming here,
Yeah.
had a career year under Vic Fangio, loves Vic Fangio, understands the system. I think that was like the icing on top of the cake. I think we were waiting for that ball to drop on who we are going to get. And I am extremely happy it was him over Bradley Chubb. And the price point
you could
is
argue that he was
fantastic.
the best guy that he was the best edge guy that got moved.
Yeah, I mean, he was. When you look at the trades that went down, you had Indianapolis just doing some amazing shit to just solidify their roster, which great for Indianapolis. They are literally a team that says, "Hey, we're going to be good probably for the next 3 years now with the position players that we just added." Yeah, they gave away some first round picks, but I mean, you get Sauce Gardner back. But you look at what the Eagles were able to do. We had 3 number 3s, so we were able to give one away. But if we don't sign Jalen Phillips, you are probably going to get a compensatory 3 or 4 for him. So essentially, it's a wash. If he's going to be a rental player, which I am going to go out on a limb and say he is not. I think if Vic Fangio is the defensive coordinator next year, which we're all planning on, he's going to be here, which just solidifies that edge rush position that we need, especially with depth. You let Uche go, Alazari, Ojwala Walla, bang bang. Ooja walla walla, oocha bang bang.
Bang, oocha walla walla, oocha bang bang.
He is going to be gone, and he's already on IR. You got Jalen Hunt still learning and still being a force. You get Nolan Smith back this week. Like that solidifies your edge rush. And then you look at your depth at corner. Now you can bury a Dory Jackson's head into the sand, maybe just up to his neck, and just leave him out in the desert. And Keely Ringo can be out there watering them. So you could have something like that with Ja'Cory Bennett, being the backup to either Carter or Jair Alexander. So now you have so many options. You have and versatility at those positions. You got a guy in Carter who can play inside and outside, but it also is fantastic because these are your guys. Like Jair Alexander is going to be in charge of covering. Let's see, when we play Green Bay, Christian Watson, can you just keep in step with him? He's your outside guy. You have Quinion who can cover your best wide receiver at any time. And our best thing is move that motherfucker to the slot and he's getting locked down by Coop. So you're not really going to have many options on passing on the Eagles because Quinion's going to travel with the 1. Jair has to be serviceable covering the 2. And when that guy wants to move into the slot, Coop is essentially a number 1 corner. So you're almost eradicating and trying to become a run funnel, which plays right into the strength of the Eagles, especially after this revamped defensive line.
Yeah, and Joe, you and I, when we were talking last week about the potential to see what we were doing in the week, in the week coming up, and we talked about the idea of, is it easier to hire? Is it easier to acquire a guy to play the slot and move Coop outside? I think the most important thing that happened with these acquisitions is that it keeps Cooper DeJean in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
You're
Because Coop's the only guy essentially
Coop,
in
yeah.
that second. He tackles. He's an
Mhm.
automatic
He needs to
tackle.
stay there.
You can't move him. Like
Yeah.
as bad as
Yeah.
Reed Blankenship has been this year, you can't move Coop from the slot. You have your stellar linebacking core, and
Yep.
he's essentially your linebacker safety corner hybrid. Like you can't move him out of that mix because who's going to come up and make the tackles? Coop is. Coop's going to be around the line of scrimmage. He's going to be covering the passes across the middle. He's going to be your guaranteed tackler. You keep him in the middle of the field just to solidify things.
Mhm.
So all these moves that they made were just, it's called getting guys who can play their role while others can play theirs better. And that's all they
Right.
did. There's no, don't have to worry about putting Coop on the outside now. We don't have to worry about, who's gonna be our nickel. Like, we're good.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the fact that this is how you build teams for success. You don't force pieces, those square pegs into round holes. You align them, you have your core, you
Mhm.
go out and get complementary pieces, which how we did. We didn't go out there and get a sauce because we don't need it. We don't need 3 lockdown corners. Would we love that? Of course,
Oh my God.
but it wouldn't serve the fit for the future of these teams. And we didn't sacrifice the
Yeah.
future of our drafts or the future of this team to go out there and acquire people.
Yeah. And listen,
Howie Rose.
one, Rich, if they had acquired Sauce, I don't know that any team would be gaining any kind of yardage.
I wouldn't be able to
Because,
speak right now because there would be
well,
no blood left in my head, if you know what I'm saying.
well, between Rich and between that and would you have to change his name from Sauce to Gravy?
That's
Would he
such a
need the
fucking
nickname
Delco
change?
thing.
Right? Would
Oh, that's
he would need to
hilarious.
switch from Sauce to he would have to be Gravy Gardner,
Gravy Gardner. I'd be so mad.
right?
I'd be so
But when you look at their depth, when you talk about them, how the guys that they're getting back healthy plus the additions,
fucking
right? They're
Gravy
ed-
Gardner, dude. I'm still fucking stuck
Gravy
on
Gardner.
that. God
Isn't that
damn
great?
it.
Right? Like, but you look at their edge depth now.
Isn't it? Isn't it? Ah,
Nolan Smith, Jalen Phillips, Jalen Hunt, Brandon Graham, Josh Uche.
yeah.
It's a pretty deep group to just kind of like do what Vic Fangio does best, which is just that constant the fresh legs, the fresh take on
Mhm.
whoever, and to be able to ride the hot hand. Whoever's getting
Yeah.
pressure, right? Let them keep going. I think the idea of being able to line Jalen Phillips has when you go back and look at how he was used in Miami, right? Used in that Joker role.
Mhm.
You used a little bit inside, used a
Mhm.
little bit outside. I think his versatility in terms of being able to line up anywhere up and down the line, and he has the body type reminds me a lot of Sweat, right? You saw
Yep.
Sweat how much Sweat had an effect on even just this past game when they play the Cowboys,
He's
and how
playing
he's
very
just
well.
in the backfield and getting pressure, getting sacks. Jalen Phillips brings a lot of those qualities that Josh Sweat had that they were
Yep.
missing for that first half of the season.
Yeah.
He is the addition that I think could dramatically change and help the back end, right? It's going to help whoever's playing outside, opposite of Quinion Mitchell. It's going to help Cooper DeJean in the slot. It's going to help Jalen, it's going to help whoever's trying to get pressure up the middle. Like it is going to have a dramatic effect because, again, now we're talking about the same kind of situation that you have on the offensive end.
Yeah.
Who are you going to block? Like you only have 5 or 6 guys to be able to block. Like who's going to block who? Who's stopping who? And we haven't even gotten to the second. We haven't even gotten to the second level yet. So it's the kind of thing where it's like I look at this and I go, they
Vic,
have so many
go
options
cook, Vic.
now.
Go cook.
Yeah.
the shit that they were able to pull off and the different looks that they're now
Mhm.
going to be able to give to offenses, it's scary. You know,
Yeah.
it's one of those things where you just solidified a spot that was of need. Yeah, you know, like I saw a thing. It's Josh Sweat had 7 sacks and it listed all the Eagles players. But again, like this isn't fantasy football. This isn't Madden. We can't turn the salary cap off. Like things don't work that way. And who knew Josh Sweat was going to be this good on Arizona? Because to be honest with you, he only showed flashes at the end of last season. So to me, it was one of those things where it's like, I'm fine, go flourish somewhere else. Thanks for what you did. See you later. Bringing in Phillips just solidifies a spot that you can move this guy around. He's athletic, he's quick, he's fast. It makes everybody
Yeah.
else better. And more pressure to the quarterback, take some
Mhm.
pressure off that secondary, which just helps in the long run. And you still have Jahad Campbell, N'Kobe Dean,
Yeah.
Zach Bond. Like,
As I
you're
said, we haven't even
Talked about
gotten
Bond.
a chance to talk about the second level.
Yeah,
The
it's going to be
the
fucking nuts, bro.
yeah, the second level of that defense when you talk about the guys that are getting pressure, right? When you talk about the group that includes Zach Bond, N'Kobe Dean, Jahad Campbell, like you're talking about being able to fire bullets, and they have a lot of they're going to have a lot of options, which is a really scary thing, and just having the ability to be able to get a Jair Alexander on the outside at least gives you a veteran presence there. And I don't know if you saw the pic, but he's side by side with Quinnion Mitchell in the locker room. I think
Yeah.
that's
Huge.
that to me says a lot about the culture of being able to come here and be able to get the right mindset and really having everybody focused on what the most important thing is. I just when I look at this, the funniest thing about it all is the trade with the Dolphins when they give up their pick. And this is something to connect to some of the later moves that happened on the trade deadline. But the pick that they give up, that third round pick, they give up their own pick, which is obviously going to be end of closer to the fourth round.
Yeah.
The pick that they keep is the Jets pick,
Which is going to
which
be
is
right at the top,
which is going to be right at the top of the third round, closer
if
to the second
not
round,
the top.
right? And I say that to go when I look at the trade that the Cowboys made for Quinn Williams, and they essentially give up a lot of the equivalent compensation that they got for the Parsons deal.
Yeah. But they
And
gave up their pick,
their pick,
not Green Bay's pick. That's going to be like 27 or up. No,
right?
they gave away a pick that is going to be in the top 10. Like, that is
Correct.
some of the dumbest fuck. That's Jerry Jones, bro. And
Hey,
it
Yeah.
man.
cracks me up because of how
Yep.
terrible of a decision maker he is. And for the whole thing that came out with him just loving to start shit, like he
That's
likes
all it is.
saying, like, that's so dumb because
That's
if
all
I'm
it
a
is.
Yeah.
player, like, I don't want to be thrown under a bus because my owner's bored. Like, that is some outlandish,
It's crazy.
old-minded, brainwashed, rich old white people shit that like we don't know nothing about. Because
Right.
one, we're not rich. And two, I'm not an owner of a team that just gets bored, so I'm gonna start some shit. But you gave up the better pick
Yeah.
in the deal when you could have just hear me out here. Hear me out here. Signed Micah Parsons and kept those picks.
And
So
not
fucking dumb.
Jerry's got a plan.
What?
so and right you in that deal, right? They also give up 2 firsts
Yep.
and their most recent first round pick.
Mozzie Smith he's 5'8". Like the dude's an
Well,
interior defensive lineman who's 5'8", 400
He's
pounds.
cooked. He was
yeah,
cooked before he even came on. Before he
but I
got there.
mean, you essentially gave up what is the draft equivalent of 3 first round picks.
Yeah.
It just to me, like, and the craziest thing, Rich, and to go back to what you're talking about with the Jalen Phillips compensation, right? I agree with you. I think that they're going to see enough in this window of 12, 13 games that they are going to have enough evidence there to say, right, what's he, 26?
Yeah.
I think
Hey,
there's going to be
26.
enough there for them to say, like, he's a guy that we can keep. We can keep him at a not completely outrageous price.
Yeah.
He fits into the scheme. He's able. I think this is a guy that they hold on to. Now, for whatever reason, if he does decide to move on, right, they'll gain that third round comp pick, and in next year's draft, they still have their first, their second, the Jets third. They're going to get a compensation pick for round 3. They've got their round 4. They've got a compensatory pick in round 4.
We have two
They've
threes.
got
We have 2
they've
threes.
got
next
2
year.
threes. Yeah, they have the Jets and they have a compensatory pick.
Oh, that's the compensatory pick? Oh,
Mhm.
okay. Gotcha.
And they
Sorry,
still
my bad.
have 2 4s and 2 5s.
Yeah.
Right. So I love the fact that you still have picks.
Yeah.
You still have a lot of draft capital in the top top half of that draft. It's incredible.
He's a magician,
Like,
isn't
I mean, he's Howie Potter.
he?
He's
Go
a
ahead.
wizard.
Go ahead,
Howie.
Joe. Speak your truths, Joe.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Jalen Phillips. I mean, we can't say it enough. It's he was a productive player in Miami. He didn't have big time sack numbers, but he was hurt. He
Mhm.
battled injury 23 and 24. So um, it absolutely is a great chess piece for Vic because of his familiarity with him last year. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but I did see a stat on him that even though he did play in Miami, which was just a complete clusterfuck disaster down there, dumpster fire, he's third in the NFL in pressure rate.
Yeah.
So,
I believe it.
and yeah, you don't sign him, you get your pick back. You do sign him, you could probably not have to break the bank because he would be in a system that he wants to be in. He's in a situation that, I mean, it might not get any better for him. I mean, this is we're the reigning Super Bowl champions, so and it's going to be interesting to see. Nolan Smith will probably be back this week. Hopefully
Yeah,
he's
buddy.
Hopefully he's actually 100% this time. AJ will be back this week, and some of these other guys will be back this week. So it's going to be interesting to see how they incorporate them. I would imagine that they're all going to play on Monday against the Packers to
Oh,
some
and
extent.
Joe,
Yeah,
that's the
1,000%.
other thing that when you're talking about his win rate and his ability to be able to create pressure on the quarterback, he's not going to with the with the group of players that they have. He's not nearly going to have to play as many snaps.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're going to have him
Fresh.
There it is.
And yeah, because he started, I think he was the every down starter in Miami, which is great because if you need him to start, he can start.
There.
If you want him to be a rotational player, he can be a rotational player.
Yeah, he won't up and retire.
But that's what you need because that's how this team has had its most success. I mean, the year we went to the Super Bowl and lost to Kansas City, it was the same thing. Last year, it was the same thing. Guys were playing because they had to play because of our our injury situation, and they were forced to play a lot of snaps.
Sure.
But you have the luxury this year of just bodies and good pieces, guys that have been here, that you can rely on, and then you're adding another guy that it's not like it's baby steps and we're going to give him a couple snaps here and a couple snaps there. He really should be able to. Vic gets the most out of his players, and he's going to get the most out of Jalen Phillips just because of that. That it was one season, but one season is light years better than nothing at all. So, and if you heard him speak when they interviewed him at the airport. I mean, he sounds like a stand-up guy. He sounds like he's elated to be here. He talked nothing but good things about Vic and
I
Philadelphia.
mean,
So
Joe, I got
it's
to
great.
imagine if you have the opportunity to get out of Miami and that dumpster fire, I imagine you're on the first plane out. I imagine he would have gone to about 31 other cities.
Yeah.
And when you look at the guy, when you look since the start of training camp, when you look at the guys that they've brought in, they have continued to craft and manipulate this roster on the fringes, but also realizing like when they need to make impacts. So when you look at bringing in guys like Jacorian Bennett, they bring in Sam Howell early in when Tanner McKee's got the injury, but having that safety net there, right? You bring back Fred Johnson, you bring back you bring in Tank Bigsby. Now you bring in Michael Carter, and you bring in Jair Alexander, and then you bring in Jalen Phillips. And you look at the guys that they moved out and the compensation that they moved out to bring those guys in, right? You got rid of Darian Kennard, Harrison Bryant, Thomas Booker, and John Mechie, right? And then you look at the draft picks, the third with Jalen Phillips, but then 2 5s, 3 6s, and 2 7s, all picks in the second and later half of the draft.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
like,
There's no
you're
Jordan
able-
Mailatas coming out this year, so
no. So
Yeah.
I think I love where this roster is, and there's a lot of callbacks to last year when you look at specifically, like when you look at the 2 losses, right? The 2 losses at home, the loss against Denver, kind of like the loss against Atlanta,
yeah.
right? They
Yeah,
they
yeah.
lose in very eerie similar ways. And then you look at the loss last year in Tampa, getting the doors blown off. You lose at New York, same kind of thing, right? You're sitting at this point in the season 6-2, and you remember the tough stretch that they played last year when they go at LA, at Baltimore, and we're like, oh well, there's no way, right? This is a really tough stretch of the season.
Yeah.
I think getting Jalen Phillips and having an opportunity to put him into this defense at this juncture gives them a leg up, because Green Bay and Detroit haven't seen how Vic Fangio is going to use Jalen Phillips. And I think that's a huge advantage. I think that there's a way to figure out ways to manipulate the formations to create opportunities for him to really get pressure. And Jordan Love doesn't need a whole lot of help getting pressure.
To be completely honest with you, Don, I mean, you bring up what Detroit and Green Bay haven't seen. I mean, look at what we've seen from them. We've seen flashes of greatness and then mediocre ball clubs. Last week, I mean, Carolina's defense made the Green Bay offense look like a Pop Warner team. The most terrible throw that I've seen in a long time, when Jordan Love threw across his body, it was an easy pick to Mike Brown and he dropped it. Like, that was a pick six, 105 yard pick six, and he dropped it. Didn't matter because, they win the game. It's Green Bay is, like we saw earlier, they're frauds. They're not you. You have Josh Jacobs, who's basically playing hurt with the ankle injury, using him sparingly. Jordan Love does not, and no more Tucker Kraft.
Yeah,
so
that's
security
huge.
blanket
That's huge.
Tucker Kraft issue.
out. Jordan Love is going to have to throw to a bunch of number 3 guys who all of them are serviceable at best against this Eagles secondary and this defensive line that is going to generate pressure. Jordan Love under pressure is
Forget it.
cooked. Jared Goff, for some reason, Detroit can't run the ball now. The past 3 games, Detroit's been unable to run the ball. So obviously they're doing the same thing that the Birds were doing, tipping their hand or some shit, forcing Jared Goff to throw. Jared Goff is going to make mistakes. We know that. These teams are showing you ways to beat them. The Eagles have not shown a team how to beat them. They just essentially beat themselves by being predictable, not running the ball in certain situations, and not even getting the running game going. And then 2
Denver
weeks
game.
ago, you got not one, but two guys who run for over 100 yards, and everything's
Yeah.
firing on all cylinders. And Jalen Hurts still throws for 4 touchdowns. There's going to be so much more to this team coming out of the bye that I'm excited to see than even that last game where they gave us a glimpse of we're playing a complete game. We can establish our dominance at
Yeah.
will without our best center. Cam Jurgens was not playing. Brent Toth looked actually like a man
Really good.
possessed, which
Yeah.
thank you, Mr. Turnstile. It's appreciated. But it's good to see him slide out. And now our offensive line's healthy. Our defensive line is getting healthier. You know, our running back room is with Saquon's groin injury. They said that he could have came back in if they needed him. And then
Yeah.
A.J. Brown getting healthy. It was a perfect time for him to sit out with, the hamstring tightness. Hey, man, don't push it. We got a bye coming up. We should handle this team. And Slim steps up and looks like a bona fide number one fucking wide receiver that
Yeah.
we all know. I'm the biggest Slim
Right.
fan in the world. Best route runner in the fucking NFL, baby. Like, this is the
Seriously.
shit that we know. But this is the shit that other fans in other areas don't understand. We have generational talent pretty much at every single position. It's up to us to stop ourselves. You can only hope to contain us, which two teams did because the Eagles playing so fucking poorly. It's going to be an awesome ride. And to be completely honest with you, the Rams scare me because of just the dominance that they're doing on offense. We get past the Rams, I don't see us losing to any AFC team. The Bills are extremely predictable.
Mm.
If you
Defense.
stop the run, they fucking can't pass on you. Their defense is atrocious. And let's be real, Kansas City has a lot of worries. They look like a 500 team. They show
Yeah.
flashes of greatness,
Yep.
but then they look like they're completely inept, which I don't know, man. Like, I feel like it's setting up perfectly for the Eagles just to drive the wedge and just fucking plow everybody out of the way.
Yeah. I think when you look at the way that the schedule breaks down, the way when you're coming out of the bye and your two biggest this is going to be your two biggest tests. If I'm being honest, when you look at the combination of these two teams right now, but I think they're in a situation where they've got to play the Eagles. It's not the other way around.
Yeah.
Like I think, but now you're looking at a hapless Cowboys team, and then you're going to play the Bears at home on Black Friday.
Yep.
You're going to play the Chargers.
Their
And then
offensive line's destroyed.
And then here's the biggest advantage that they have: their last 4 weeks. Raiders, Commanders, Bills, Commanders.
Yeah.
You out of those last 4 games, you are guaranteed at least 3 of those wins.
Yep.
That to me,
Huge, massive.
These
Yep.
2 weeks right now are going to be the 2 weeks that define where they play in the playoffs.
Yep.
Because if they win these 2 games, then they really separate themselves in terms of the standings and being to put themselves in pole position for that number 1 seed.
Yeah.
And if any of those teams have to come here, we saw what happened last year.
Mhm.
We
Yeah.
saw what happened when the Rams got to travel west and play, right? And they gave the Eagles their best run out of any team that they played in the playoffs.
Yep. Bro,
But
did you guys watch or like the pre-game show on Fox or anything like that when they were just sucking down the Green Bay Packers? Oh, they're the best team in the NFC. Oh, they're far and away better than the. I'm like,
Huh?
you wait, hold on. You're talking the Green Bay Packers. And what happened to the conversation about Dak being in the MVP race? Like these
Ugh.
dudes on television.
Dude, he's right there, man.
Dude, he's like him and Jacoby Brissett are like right there, bro, at the top. You're finna know it, bro. It's fucking dumb, bro. Like the national
so
media
bad.
is so
It's
ass.
it's so anti, and
It's so anti.
we're not saying that. We're not saying that because we're homers or we're here. We're in Philadelphia and it's this and that and the other. It's reality. Like,
Yeah.
perfect example, the Bills Chiefs game, the tush push.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know,
you
oh,
saw on Sunday.
Tony
You saw
Romo.
you saw a bunch of the tush push, and you don't
It was
hear
ran 9 times and no one complained.
any whining about it.
Yeah, but when we do it,
Oh, you can't even
we should be
officiate it. You
arrested.
don't know what's going on. Oh, this
Yeah.
play
You
is just
can't see the
it's terrible.
play, and the refs can't call. You can't officiate it, and it's a rugby play. It's not a football play.
But
Get
9 times. It was ran
blow it
9
out your
times.
ass. Blow it out your ass.
9 times on
Philly
Sunday.
hate. It's just
Green
Philly hate,
Bay
guys. It really
fucking
is.
voted against it and then ran it.
And then they
So did,
still
so
run
did,
it,
so did Buffalo.
and they
Bro,
suck at it.
like that shit cracks me up because these teams want to be us. Like that's what you're this is
Mhm.
there are little cousins. They're not even like brothers or sisters because we're not fucking related to those losers. They're like our cousins. Like we see them, we put up with them and it's like we pat them on the head and like let them go.
Yeah.
They want to be us. They're trying to imitate the same things that the Eagles are doing and it's just not possible. Like the things that can't be replicated are Jalen Smarts at playing quarterback because you name those two teams and fucking Jordan Love's a dumbass and Josh Allen just stares guys down. It's just the fact that he's 6'5", so when he gets hit, it's kind of like whatever. Like
Right.
I am a firm believer that I don't. Josh Allen is going to be one of those guys. He's going to be like Big Ben. When Big Ben first came into the league, he was dominant. He was unstoppable,
Mhm.
and then he's going to slow down because he's keeps getting hit. He keeps getting hit. He keeps getting hit. But he's also not that good of a quarterback. He doesn't really read defense as well, and he stares guys down all the time. And then you're going to bring it into Philadelphia where you have no true number one wide receiver. So we can just play where we need to play. We
Yeah.
stop him from throwing to Dalton Kincaid. That's Coop's job. And then we stop James Cook. What the fuck does Buffalo do? And their porous ass defense isn't stopping fucking
Yeah, their
anyone.
defense isn't stopping anybody.
All right.
I'm just not fucking scared. Like that's what it comes down to. It's like I am not scared of any of these teams. Green Bay Monday night. I mean, huge game for the Birds, but it's
Yeah.
honestly a bigger game for Green Bay to see if
Because they
they can
lost
even
last week,
keep
yeah.
up.
Yeah. And I would argue you're encountering this team at a really bad time because
Yeah.
you're encountering them when now they've started to be able to figure some stuff out. They've used these first 8 games to essentially kind of figure stuff out and
Yeah.
also be 6-2
It's
and
insane.
not
That's insane.
and not playing their best and not having a clear plan, just starting to get into using Jalen Hurts under center,
Yeah.
which has opened up a whole
Huge.
different aspect of the offense. And you're still sitting at the number 1 seed. They're not hitting on all cylinders. You've got a team that seems like at 6-2 and the number 1 seed are still hungry because they still feel like they're not playing their best. And I
And
think
that's terrifying.
that
Yeah.
That's a terrifying thought.
anybody that shows up on Sunday and has to play the Birds should be terrified.
Yeah.
They should be. Because when I'm and when I go through and look, right? So right now the playoff picture as it sits, right? The Bucks are a team that you were already able to take care of them at home.
They have no offensive
Team
weapons yet
right.
left except in
And
Booker.
right, you've got Seattle at 6-2, which Seattle, albeit they look impressive on Sunday night. When you go through and look at the teams that they've beat on their schedule are not. It's not an
Cupcakes.
impressive bunch.
Yeah.
No. And Washington was down, I think, almost everybody going in. Jaden Daniels coming off a fucking injury.
Mhm.
It's just bad. It's just bad.
Yeah, it's just bad. It's bad all around, right? And then right at the number 4 seed, you've got the Packers, and we've already kind of discussed their misgivings on showing their true colors.
They couldn't beat the Cowboys, and Arizona did with the backup
And
In their own
they lo-
building.
in their own.
and they lose to a Panthers team that is playing better, significantly better. And I think they're playing better than anybody thought they would be playing.
Dude, the Panthers are literally the craziest team in the NFL.
It's wild. Rico
They
Dowdle.
they decided, yo,
Rico.
fuck Chuba, and we're just gonna run the ball 50 times a game. And it's fucking working. Like the crazy shit. Did you see the play that iced the game for them? What Bryce Young did was one of
No.
you have to watch the final tape. Bryce Young is out there, whatever it is to get in the field goal range. You have Bryce Young just pointing out pass protections. He taps Rico Dowdle, points to pass protection, comes up to the line. Yo, 55, 55, 55. And it's a fucking run play. Like, it blew my fucking mind. Like, that's some cerebral next level shit. You got everybody thinking you're passing. He turns the ball, hands off to Rico Dowdle for 17 yards. Like,
Ooh,
that was fucking crazy. Like,
that's awesome.
kudos to that play call. Like, Don, you have to
For real.
watch it, Joe. Like, he's setting
Gotta
all
see
the
it.
pass protections.
I gotta
was-
go back and
It was
watch it.
fucking great. But yeah,
Right? And then
that team
and then
stinks.
13 points
you-
at home.
That team
but you've
stinks.
got teams in the 5, 6, and 7 slot, right? You've got the Rams, 49ers, and Lions.
49ers have beat no one.
They're
They have the easiest
they're-
schedule in the NFL. They've literally beat no one.
Yeah. So that's where I go back and I look at these teams, right? The teams that like the any of these teams that are going to come play it at home. I'm actually not even worried if they had to go on the road, but they're not. So
What did I say at the beginning of the season? Who is going to come out of the AFC West?
the Chargers.
No, I said the Broncos, Don.
Broncos.
Oh shit.
Broncos. And
Did they have the same record?
they're ahead of
They're
Is it
7-2.
one game?
Chargers are 6-3.
yeah.
Okay.
But like that's the craziest shit is like we played we were up 17 points against them and
Yeah,
let
and
them
then
come back.
Patullo decided to keep throwing the ball.
Yeah, Patullo was just a fucking moron.
Yeah.
Still fire him into the sun. But
Yeah.
like it took us beating ourselves for Denver to beat us, and Denver is probably the best team in the AFC. So that just shows you how the Eagles are here, like legit here, and
Yeah.
you can't see my other hand because it's off the screen. That's the separation of teams. It's from
Yeah.
here to my hands down here.
Yeah.
That's the craziest thing, and that's what like you're looking around the league, and there's matchups that I'm looking forward to, like player wise. Like I'm very excited to watch Coop versus Brock Bowers against the Raiders because I think that's going to be an
That'll be
awesome
good.
test. But like that's what I'm looking forward to because I'm not really like I'm not scared of our schedule that's upcoming. Detroit has shown me enough to prove that they do miss Ben Johnson calling plays because they can't figure out their run
Okay.
game now. They haven't gotten anything out of Jameer Gibbs in the past 3 weeks or David Montgomery, which is crazy. And then
It's not
San Fran, they're so bad with a winning record that they're not even being considered by anybody. Like no one's saying, "Oh man, San Fran's that good," because they all know they played no one. And then you got the Rams, who are just dominant in what they're doing right now. But these are trends that we see from these teams. And then your
and
to the NFC is just so fucking clear, and the NFC
Yeah.
East is a joke. It's fucking great.
yeah. So then when you look across the other side, right, and we, obviously when it comes down to the playoffs, we're not going to have to worry about anybody but one of these teams.
Joe Flacco, the Bengals. I'm scared of Joe. I'm scared to see Joe Flacco.
Right?
See,
The
We gotta
Colts
talk
are
about
playing
that.
about as well as you
The
could possibly
Colts.
play.
Yeah, they got
Right?
debunked.
But at the same time, I think they showed a little bit of chink in the
They
armor.
came back down there.
Right?
Daniel Jones had a Daniel Jones game.
Correct. And to me, Rich, if it came down to when I look at the matchup, if it came down to Colts and Eagles,
Yep.
and it comes down to that one position in that particular game, Danny Dimes is going to be dropping pennies.
Yeah.
If you want to beat the Colts, the recipe is go up early, get Jonathan Taylor out of the game.
Yeah.
That's a team that you
Yeah.
score on quickly and early, and you make Daniel Dimes Jones, Daniel Indiana Jones throw
Yeah.
the ball on you. And that leads to bad things. I mean, it's very easy to rely on Jonathan Taylor. I'm not discrediting the Colts because they've played out of their mind, but they weren't playing down. So when you see this team play down, especially early, and they go away from Jonathan Taylor and not able to give him the ball 9 times in a row,
Not the same.
Right.
they're pretty susceptible. Even with Daniel Jones throwing 55 passes, on Sunday,
Mhm.
he didn't look good doing it.
Yeah.
So you see the recipe is take Jonathan Taylor out of the game, make Danny Jones make decisions.
Right.
That's never going to happen.
Yeah. And then you got the Patriots at 2, right? Drake May being really impressive.
I think
That's
they're
the team.
frauds.
I was gonna say, again, better than I thought they were gonna be, but I don't think they're real at
I
all.
don't either.
The Broncos, I'm impressed. They've played really well. Bo Nix is a real legit NFL
Playing good ball.
quarterback.
Yeah.
The Steelers are fake to me at 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
The Ravens will
Bills
be
at,
up there in 2 weeks.
The Bills at 5. You got the Chargers at 6, and then you got the Jags at 7, and then you got the Chiefs on the bubble on the out.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, the Ravens at 3 and 5. If they win this weekend, their chance to make the playoffs goes up to 60%.
Wow.
At
And
what
they're
would be
fully
4
healthy.
and 5.
And they're fully healthy. Like the
Yeah.
Ravens are going to be fully healthy. I am 1,000% certain they're going to win the AFC North.
Yeah.
Like there's just no way that they don't. You saw Aaron Rodgers is fucking terrible. That Pittsburgh team is fucking terrible. You have Cincinnati. Oh, we forgot to talk about that other trade that we had with Logan Wilson going down to
Yeah.
I love the fact that Dallas trades for a guy on the worst defense who was benched.
Yeah.
He was benched. One of their defensive leaders was benched.
Mhm.
But don't worry, Dallas said,
Oh yeah.
we'll
Perfect.
fix him.
Perfect
We'll
fit.
fix him.
We'll make him
They-
shine.
We'll make them shine. They can't fucking stop anybody. But here's the real
Yeah.
thing, guys. And here's the real thing. We talked about this a bunch of times. I think, Don, we had like a specific talk about this before the season about Joe Burrow. Without Chase and Higgins, he's just an ordinary guy.
Right.
He's not as elite as he is. What Joe Flacco is able to do with this offense
Yep.
has proved my point.
Correct.
Joe Flacco, who is 14 years the latter, is throwing for over 1,200 yards and 11 touchdowns since coming over to Cincinnati. That is absurd. So is Joe Burrow really elite or top 5? I don't
Joe
fucking
Burrow
think
is
so.
like completely spinning the ball. It's been really impressive. That game on Sunday was fun as
Outrageous
hell
numbers.
to watch.
Outrageous.
But like the way that you work, the way that he's able to work the offense, it's not complicated, right? Get the ball to Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
Get the ball to T. Higgins.
Throw the
Right,
ball
like-
deep to T. Higgins. Give everything else to Jamar Chase. Like that's essentially what they're doing. So that just eradicates Joe Burrow as being even in the top 15 because Joe Flacco is doing the same thing you did last year. So definitely. Sorry, that was a little sidebar, but I want to have some fun.
Listen, anything else from this week, right? That we'll actually get a second consecutive week if you want to check out Red Zone. It's another week to just kind of like sit back on Sunday and kind of just
it is awesome.
Watch the whole league. And any games that you're looking at this weekend, right? You got tomorrow night. You got the Raiders and Broncos, which is
Woof.
really there's some really really bad games.
I'm looking forward to
you're gonna
that
have
Jets Cleveland game.
Just just as much as you're
Super
looking
exciting.
forward to New Orleans and Carolina.
New Orleans.
You've got some really, really not great
Yeah.
games this weekend. But it's a good time to just kind of flip on Red Zone and look at the way that some of these other teams are playing, especially some of the teams that are in that playoff race. We got to do fantasy.
Who's Dallas play this week?
They're on a bye.
Are they
Yeah, they're going to lose, Joe.
Yeah.
on the bye?
Yeah, they're still getting a loss.
They're still gonna be catching strays, even though they're not playing.
In the high-stakes world of fantasy football, the managers who obsess over stats and waiver wires are part of an elite squad known as the fantasy unit. These are their stories.
Oh, well, in terms of fantasy,
Joe, don't
now
cover
I'm
the
having a
cover.
little bit of fun. Because
Yeah.
now this is Rich. This is the exact juncture that you had talked about way back when you had kind of started to when we were crafting the rules and we decided to go 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers. The running back depth that when you have to go
Joe is
deep
going to
into
catch
the
up
trenches.
so quick.
Yeah, Joe, you play your cards right.
You did.
You'll be right back in the mix.
Yeah.
See, I had a ploy.
I'm going to be starting.
Rich,
Oh my God.
I forgot to ask.
Yes.
Did we talk about at the very beginning? Did we talk about something with whoever had the most total points? Did we talk about something was that something that we factored in?
Yeah, most total points is I think 3 points extra, like bonus, and then 2 points extra for most wins. So it was like this way, if it was like tied, that was one of the things. And then
Most.
whoever's in last place just gets an extra point because we feel bad
Gotcha.
for that.
So most total points is going to get what?
A bonus of 3.
So
Most
they'll get
wins
plus-
gets a bonus of 2, and then the other guy just gets 1. So Joe, you're going to get an extra point, buddy.
So
I haven't got an extra point since 2nd grade. That's good.
That's
nice.
1 point.
I'm excited.
Most wins is going to get +2. All right. Very cool. Any strategies this weekend? Any teams or any matchups that you're looking for? Because obviously it depends on who you still have left, but I'm trying to think of the games that I was looking at. Like I was looking at obviously Baltimore is a good matchup this weekend.
Yeah.
I mean,
I want to know what Joe's strategy is.
I don't reveal anything.
Because Joe, it's important to know your strategy for this week.
Yeah.
Because, God damn it, dude, you have so many people at your disposal.
I don't give out any information.
Damn it! I'm going to look at high value backups. It's either going to be if I think the team's going to be up big and they're going to throw in their second guy who has a chance to get some run. Just it's better to try to get fantasy points and then just, hey, I want to take a shot in the dark on this guy and hope he gets Blake Corum has been super serviceable, especially in deep leagues
okay.
because they put teams away by the third
I'm gonna write
quarter.
that down.
You got Blake Corum,
Got it.
Rams got it, but he's getting a shit ton of run in the fourth. He's getting 15 carries a game after Kyron's already got 17, and most of them come in the fourth quarter. And if he breaks off a run, he's not going to fucking pull it back. So it's hard. Do you want to take a good game where you think it's going to be high scoring and be like, hey man, I'm going to take this guy on the offense and hope he Rashad Bateman. We'll just say Rashad Bateman. Am I going to take a Rashad Bateman, the number 4 option, because I think Baltimore's going to score a lot of points and hopefully he catches one? Probably not. Or can I get this guy that, they might be down, so they're going to have to throw a lot, and he's on this offense? Should I take that number 3? Because we're down to the point where there's not many people left for us, Don. So we're kind of in that while Joe's just sitting there hey. But Joe's going to Jerry Jones this fucking thing.
I probably will. Hey man, you better bite your tongue, young man.
Watch your tongue.
Yeah, I mean, you in the same sense when we were talking about there are some bad matchups. Like that Saints Panthers matchup is bad. The Browns Jets game is really bad. Like you've got you've got the Bills going up against the Dolphins, which is a really bad matchup for the Dolphins. You've got the Lions going up against the Commanders, right? So anybody on the Lions, anybody on the Bills.
Yeah, you don't know if they get up big and these guys are off, and your guy's just not the guy to eat, so it's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I had the one. I was a couple weeks ago when the Pats played when they played the Saints, and I played Stephon Diggs, thinking
Oh, he's gonna kill him.
it's gonna get a ton of run, right? He was the only dude in the wide receiver room that didn't get a touchdown.
Yeah.
Like it's just
Oh,
like
yeah, that was that game.
You can try to play those matchups as much as you can, but it's definitely gonna. It got in the way that snuck up real fast, but we got Rich. You and I kind of got in the weeds real fast.
Yeah.
But it's curious to me now because I'm now I'm searching for guys. I'm looking for who are like the exactly what you're describing. Who are guys down on the depth chart that could potentially be, in positions to get touchdowns.
Yeah.
Darius Cooper.
Darius
Ah,
Cooper.
nice.
Bring him in.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But we
Where's
did luck
Watkins?
out because of all of the running back injuries. That like if
Yeah.
you did use hey, I used Bucky Irving, great. Now I can use Rashad White, and it's
Right.
like, oh great, I just used Cam Scatterbu. I think the week he got hurt. Now I can
Tracy.
use Devin Singletary or Tracy, like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and they're going to be relevant. It's not like we got to the point in the season where it's like shit. I used Amari and Hampton, and I used Kamani Vidal. Now I got to use who the fuck is after that? Like, it's going to get to that point. Like, and
Yeah.
let's be real. You might have used one of the Cardinals backs a few weeks ago. Well, Trey Benson's not the guy anymore. Now it's Steve Mercado. Yeah, and I could throw him in.
Yeah.
And then it's
Well,
like, oh,
and-
well, they hate him now. No, now it's Bam Knight. It's like, oh, this is great.
And Rich, you had one of those this week, right?
Yeah.
You had I can't. I'm gonna butcher his name, but the Kyle.
Oh yeah, you hit
Yeah,
that one.
Monungai. Yeah, Monungai.
Monungai.
Rutgers, baby.
Like
Yeah.
those are ones that are again guys way down the roster that are gonna end up.
Started the season as their number fucking 3. That's why you saw Britton Brown backing him up, the guy they called up
Yeah.
from the practice squad who got the fucking touchdown. But Roshan Johnson was their number 2, out.
Yep.
DeAndre Swift, out. These are the things you look for. These are the things that you're like,
Yeah.
all right, it fell to me. Cool. Like, hey, you used Saquon one week. Just saying, hypothetically, he didn't go this week. Awesome. This is the week to use Tank Bigsby. So, like, you're getting those starter guys. And it's not like you had to wait too long in the season. But then you might have used Travion Henderson last week. He had a decent game. But that guy Jennings scored the touchdown and had 50 yards too. So it's just like, fuck. Like,
Yeah.
shit happens.
Yep.
But we're just in the port where it's figure it the fuck out and throw some shit on the wall and hopefully it sticks.
I hear you.
I do that.
Well, listen. Final thoughts. In week for my final thought, in week 9, Nakobe Dean is the NFLPA Community MVP.
Oh yeah.
Cheers.
He hosted a series of give back events. First, he supplied 100 dental screenings and cleanings to kids, donated 1,000 winter coats, 600 meals, 300 additional health screenings, 200 haircuts to students and families during an entire week event at a school in Philadelphia.
Yeah, man. Fucking awesome, dude.
Love it.
You gotta love guys that get it and
They just get it.
They get it and they give back whenever they can.
Yeah.
Because they have they have the resources or the platform or the whatever means it takes to do that. It's always great to see them to see that happen.
Very much.
Go Birds.
Go Birds. Rich, you got anything you want to share?
Yeah. So, fuck ESPN. I have
Huh.
YouTube TV, and they're having their disputes. It's just another big company that just wants to maximize how much money they can gouge from people. It's fucking stupid. Shout out to YouTube TV though for standing their ground, saying we're not going to raise our prices because you want to raise yours. But it's conflicted because what I'm not going to miss the Eagles game. This will probably be the only time, and then I disconnect from ESPN because I'm not paying the $30 a month to have it. I think that's egregious and it's
Yeah.
stupid. Just so I can watch the Eagles play on Monday night. Like, come on, man. Like, fuck ESPN. I hate this whole merger shit, and they fucking just want to make as much money as possible while they fire most of their good talent and keep these boobs on fucking TV. Fuck them, idiots.
Is that happening this week? So if you
It
don't have
happened last
ESPN,
week.
so
So on
I
Sunday
can't
you
put
can't.
ESPN on and watch the game.
If you have YouTube TV, you can't watch ABC or
Oh,
ESPN.
if you have YouTube TV, I
YouTube
guess.
TV.
Yeah, because I thought about switching to that, but
Yeah.
save a couple dollars. But I don't pay that bill, guys, so I have to be quiet.
Neither do
I saved a ton of money switching, and
To Geico?
to Geico. Call 1-800-GEICO. Hopefully Geico sponsors us. That'd be fucking
Yeah,
sick.
we probably shouldn't do any more jingles for them. We don't want to get in trouble. Sorry, Don.
Well,
Sorry,
Joe,
Don.
then that would be NJM because no jingles and mascots.
It's there you go. Just great pricing.
That's
Just
it.
great price. Call the general. Save some time.
Well, on that note, gentlemen, go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
The Philadelphia Eagles are Super Bowl champions.